Please welcome to the stage, Eclipse with Seth Winteroth.
How we doing? Seth Winteroth, partner at Eclipse. We're a $5 billion AUM firm based in Silicon Valley, New York, investing in companies trying to transform the physical industries. You know, there's this knock on these companies that they can't move fast, that hardware moves too slow, that iteration cycles aren't quick enough in order to really drive transformational change. That's bullshit. We're seeing it across our portfolio. We're seeing it across many of the companies that are here today. That's changing in real time. And the common trait that we look for in teams that are endeavoring to transform these industries is a maniacal obsession with what we call learning rate. These are companies that have a bias towards vertical integration, that co-locate engineering right alongside production, that obsessed over test and testing infrastructure, that use modern software tools like Applied and Nominal provide. And when you do that, and you aren't afraid to fail along the way, you charter a pathway, a vector of attack to releasing best-in-class full-stack products at a rate that our industries desperately need. And no company in our portfolio epitomizes that maniacal obsession more than Arc Boats. Arc Boats and the team there are on a mission to transform the maritime category, and they're kicking ass along the way. Mitch Lee.
All right, I'm excited to talk boats. My name is Mitch, co-founder and CEO of Arc. So the maritime industry is huge. It's 3% of global GDP, 80% of goods are moved over the water, and yet it is stagnant and has been atrophying. And importantly, America has lost its edge here. We barely register on the global stage these days. Meanwhile, China has surged to 50% of shipbuilding capacity. But now is the right time to do something about this. We're not going to catch back up on the global stage by doing yesterday's technology. We need a leapfrog in technology. And the way that we regain that edge through technology is to rebuild around an electric powertrain or hybrid electric powertrain. And that's what we're doing at Arc. We're modernizing the marine industry by building boats from scratch around an electric powertrain and layering software in at every level. We want every vessel on the water to be powered by Arc. The fundamental problem is that owning a boat, whether you're a consumer or a commercial operator, sucks. It's loud, it's noxious, it's expensive to own, it's a pain to maintain, it's unreliable, you have to winterize them. They're a giant pain. And by going electric, you solve substantially all of those problems. The best part is that then lays the foundation for software to take that experience and make it more powerful. Again, give you more capabilities that you wouldn't have otherwise had if you were a consumer or a commercial operator. This is one of the most obvious ideas out there. Millions of people have probably thought at some point somebody should make Tesla for boats. The demand is there, both on the consumer side and the commercial side. The technology exists thanks to all the money flowing into R&D on the automotive side. The hard part is execution, and that's what we specialize in. Our crew looks different than what you typically see in the marine industry. 170 people, headquartered in Los Angeles, ex-SpaceX, Tesla, Rivian, Aerospace, and we're pairing that crazy talent density with intense execution to compound that advantage over time, to build a moat over time that allows us to go deliver the best products. The first one that we delivered was the Arc One. This was essentially our Tesla Roadster, our wedge into the marine industry. We went from absolutely nothing, just an idea and 2 people, to delivering the first one to paying customers in about 24 months while deploying less than $20 million in capital. That is a small fraction of what you would see in the automotive industry. And the purpose was capture as many learnings as possible. Go build the start of your production system. Go build the start of your brand and your sales and your service and your delivery muscle. And we took all of those learnings and we compounded them into the Arc Sport, which is a mainstream wake sport boat that we are now scaling production of. This scales up our reach and is now generating real revenue for us. It's hands down the best wake boat in the market. It's whisper quiet. It handles like a jet boat. It throws a great wake. And it's the only boat that you could buy today that's free from the noise, the expense, the pain of gas boat ownership. So I'll give you a taste of what this looks like. But as Seth mentioned, this is all about how you compound, and that is just the start. The Arc Sport is one of our first mainstream products and also just the start of our expansion across the maritime industry. We're already taking that same technology and repackaging it into the Arc Coast, which is a center console fishing boat and leisure boat targeted at a different market. That expands our market, freezes out competition, it accelerates our upside. And again, the reason that we're able to do this is because we're building off of the same underlying technology. It's the same battery pack, the same motor, the same inverter, the same telematics system, the same PCBA. It's heavily factored, which means that we can bring it to market for a fraction of the cost at a much faster speed than you would typically expect. This is all a setup. The consumer business is that first foothold that allows us to get very fast iteration cycles on the underlying technology. And what we're now doing is using that same technology to expand into a much bigger opportunity in the commercial space. We're starting with hovercraft. We're compounding those consumer learnings over to tugboats in particular. It's the workhorses of our ports, and they greatly benefit from going hybrid electric here. They've got short, repetitive mission profiles and spend over half of their money on just fuel and maintenance alone, which benefits from going to a more reliable and less expensive powertrain. And then from there, we'll pursue ferries, pilot boats, Coast Guard boats, you name it. Everything on the water we want to eventually be powered by Arc, which sounds crazy. But we have a SpaceX-heavy team. Our team has done this before. We've operated at this scale before. And trust me when I tell you that boats are simpler than rockets. We're not wasting any time. We view speed as an advantage. We already have multiple commercial vessels in work at various stages. We've got a 26-foot truckable tug that will hit the water later this month. We've got a 56-foot larger tug that we're already in contract on and starting to order parts for, and design work is underway for a ship assist tug. Again, that is just chapter one of our expansion into the commercial space. We're also big believers in dual use, and so the upside to this business is massive.